Hello everyone. This presentation is related with thresholding and region-based segmentation. In this presentation, we will see thresholding, what is global thresholding, adaptive thresholding, then what is region-based segmentation, in which we will see region growing and region splitting and merging. Thresholding. Consider the gray level histogram shown as in the figure, which corresponds to an image f of xy composed of light objects on a dark background in such a way that object and background pixels have gray levels grouped into two dominant modes. One obvious way to extract the objects from the background is to select an threshold T that separates these modes. Then any point xy for which f of xy greater than t is called an object point. Otherwise, the point is called a background point. The figure on this slide shows a slightly more general case of this approach, where three dominant modes characterize the image histogram. For example, two types of light objects on a dark background. Here, multilevel thresholding classifies a point xy as belonging to one object class if t1 is less than f of xy, which is less than or equal to t2, to the other object class if f of xy greater than t2, and to the background if f of xy is less than or equal to t1. Based on the preceding discussion, thresholding may be viewed as an operation that involves test against a function t of the form t is equal to t of xy, comma p of xy, comma f of xy, where f of xy is the gray level of point xy and p of xy denotes some local property of this point. For example, the average gray level of a neighborhood centered on xy. A threshold image g of xy is defined as g of xy is equal to 1 if f of xy is greater than t. Otherwise, it is 0 if f of xy is less than or equal to t. Thus, pixels labeled 1 or any other convenient gray level correspond to objects, whereas pixels labeled 0 or any other gray level not assigned to the objects correspond to the background. When t depends only on f of xy, that is only on the gray level values, the threshold is called global. If t depends on both f of xy and p of xy, the threshold is called local. If in addition t depends on the spatial coordinates x and y, the threshold is called a dynamic or adaptive. Basic global thresholding. The simplest of all thresholding techniques is to partition the image histogram by using a single global threshold T as illustrated in the previous figure 5. Segmentation is then accomplished by scanning the image pixel by pixel and labeling each pixel as object or background depending on whether the gray level of that pixel is greater or less than the value of t. The success of this method depends entirely on how well the histogram can be partitioned. The following algorithm can be used to obtain t automatically. First step, select an initial estimate for t. Second step, segment the image using t. This will produce two groups of pixels, G1 consisting of all pixels with gray level values greater than t, and T2 consisting of pixels with values less than or equal to t. Compute the average gray level values mu1 and mu2 for the pixels in the regions G1 and G2. Compute new threshold value t is equal to mu1 plus mu2 upon 2. Repeat steps 2 through 4 until the difference in t in successive iterations is smaller than a predefined parameter t0. A more appropriate initial value for t is a value midway between the maximum and minimum gray levels. When there is reason to believe that the background and object occupy comparable areas in the image, a good initial value for t is the average gray level of the image. When objects are small compared to the area occupied by background or vice versa, then one group of pixels will dominate the histogram and the average gray level is not as good as in initial choice. Now we will see basic adaptive thresholding. Imaging factors such as uneven illumination can transform a perfectly segmentable histogram into a histogram that cannot be partitioned effectively by a single global threshold. An approach for handling such a situation is to divide original image into sub-images and then utilize a different threshold to segment each sub-image. The key issues in this approach are how to subdivide the image and how to estimate the threshold for each resulting subimage. Since the threshold used for each pixel depends on the location of the pixel in terms of subimages, this type of thresholding is adaptive. We illustrate adaptive thresholding with a simple example. A more comprehensive example is given in the next section. Now we will see region based segmentation. The objective of segmentation is to partition an image into regions. In this section, we discuss segmentation techniques based on finding the regions directly. Let R represent the entire image region. We may view segmentation as a process that partitions R into n subregions R1, R2 up to Rn such that first step union of Ri is equal to R. Second, Ri is a connected region for I equal to 1, 2 up to n. Then Ri intersection Rj is equal to phi for all I and j, I not equal to j. Then predicate of Ri is equal to true for I equal to 1 to up to n, and predicate of Ri union Rj is equal to false for I is not equal to j. Here P of Ri is a logical predicate defined over the points in set Ri and phi is the null set. Condition 1 indicates that the segmentation must be complete. That is, every pixel must be in a region. Condition 2 requires that points in a region must reconnected in some predefined sense. Condition 3 indicates that the regions must be disjoint. Then the next condition deals with the properties that must be satisfied by the pixels in a segmented region. For example, P of Ri is equal to true if all pixels in Ri have the same gray level. And finally, condition 5 indicates that regions Ri and Rj are different in the sense of predicate P. Region growing. As its name implies, region growing is a procedure that groups pixels or subregions into larger regions based on predefined criteria. The basic approach is to start with a set of seed points and from these grow regions by appending to each seed those neighboring pixels that have properties similar to the seed such as specific ranges of the gray level or color. The next step is to choose criteria for region growing. Next is selecting a set of one or more starting points often can be based on the nature of the problem and on the type of image data available. The selection of similarity criteria depends not only on the problem under consideration but also on the type of image data available. Region splitting and merging. This procedure subdivides an image initially into a set of arbitrary disjointed regions and then merge and or split the regions in an attempt to satisfy the conditions such as union of Ri is equal to R, Ri is a connected region for I equal to 1 to n, then Ri intersection Rj is equal to phi for all I and j, I not equal to j, and P of Ri is equal to true for I equal to 1 to n, then P of Ri union Rj is equal to false for I is not equal to j. A split and merge algorithm that iteratively works towards satisfying these constraints is given below. Let R represent the entire image region and select a predicate P. One approach for segmenting R is to subdivide it successively into smaller and smaller quadrant regions so that for any region Ri, P of Ri is equal to true. We start with the entire region R. If P of R is equal to false, we divide the image into quadrants. If P is equal to false for any quadrant, we divide that quadrant into subquadrants and so on. This particular splitting technique has a convenient representation in the form of so-called quad tree, that is a tree in which nodes have exactly 4 descendants as shown here in figure A and B. Note that the root of the tree corresponds to the entire image and that each node corresponds to a subdivision. In this case, only R4 is subdivided further. If only splitting were used, the final partition likely would contain adjacent regions with identical properties. The drawback may be remedied by allowing merging as well as splitting. That is, merging of two adjacent regions is required if combined pixels of region satisfy the predicate P of Ri union Rj. This entire procedure may be summarized as number 1. Split into 4 disjoint quadrants in region Ri for which P of Ri is equal to false. Second, merge any adjacent regions Rj and Rk for which P of Ri union Rk is equal to true. Stop when no further merging or splitting is possible. At this point, the merged regions may be of different sizes. The principal advantage of this approach is that it uses the same quad tree for splitting and merging until the final merging step. Here is the end of this presentation. Thank you.